Have you ever wondered how you can live your best life in your later years? What if there were simple yet powerful steps you could take to ensure your golden years are filled with peace, happiness, and health? In this video, I'm going to share with you invaluable life lessons from a retired Harvard professor that have moved countless seniors to tears. These words are not just advice. They are the keys to making your senior years truly meaningful. You'll discover powerful wisdom on everything from protecting your savings and maintaining strong relationships, to the importance of good health and emotional well-being. Stick with us until the end, because the advice you're about to hear can save you from unnecessary stress and help you navigate the challenges of aging with grace. You'll learn how to avoid the common mistakes that could lead to regret and instead, embrace a life filled with joy, independence, and fulfillment. So, if you're ready to reflect on your own life, gain clarity, and make the most of your senior years, this video is for you. Let's dive in. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. First, never let your children know the exact amount of your savings. This may seem like a minor detail, but it is far from it. In reality, this is a crucial piece of advice, one that could save you from a lifetime of regret. The financial tension that can arise from such matters is immense. Studies show that nearly 70% of family conflicts stem from the issue of dividing assets. I have witnessed, with a heavy heart, how siblings can easily turn against each other when it comes to inheritance, betraying years of shared memories and love in the blink of an eye. I remember hearing a painful story not too long ago, where a family fractured over a property dispute, leaving deep emotional scars that could never fully heal. There's an old saying, money is money, kin is kin. And how true it is. Money has a way of tearing apart even the strongest family bonds. The more children a family has, the greater the chance that money will become a wedge between them. Sometimes, it leads to lawsuits, bitter words, and broken relationships that can never be mended. The wealth we accumulate throughout our lives, and the sweat and tears we pour into our work, should never be the reason our children face animosity toward each other. It should never be a source of pain or conflict for them. Instead, let it remain a foundation of peace, joy, and security in your golden years. The most important thing is to protect that peace. Your savings are yours to manage, not to divide the love and trust that should bind you all together. Second, do not quarrel with your spouse. When you cross the threshold of 60, life begins to change in ways that you never imagined. Your children, with their busy lives and their own families, may drift further away, and it's easy to feel left behind. But remember, your spouse is the one who remains by your side. I truly believe that no matter how busy life gets, you should never forget the importance of nurturing this relationship. There is a saying that has always resonated with me: when we're young, we share love. When we're old, we share loyalty. I can't tell you how much this has meant to me as I've gotten older. Your spouse becomes more than just the person you share a home with. They are the ones who have been through every moment with you, the ones who have supported you when the world felt heavy. As we age, our spouses are the ones who understand us the most and help carry the emotional weight of life's challenges. In old age, loneliness becomes a very real fear, and the companionship of a life partner is not something to be taken for granted. So, treat each other like the precious gifts that you are. Appreciate the little moments, the quiet evenings together, and the gentle touch that says more than words ever could. Love each other wholeheartedly, for you are each other's greatest support and joy in this stage of life. Third, do not spend your own money to raise your grandchildren. I know this may sound harsh to some, and it's a subject that many people feel strongly about. But in all honesty, this is something I've seen time and again. More than 60% of older people feel physically and emotionally drained when they are tasked with raising their grandchildren. The love we have for them is immeasurable, but sometimes that love can turn into an exhausting burden. It's not just the physical exhaustion that can wear us down, it's the emotional toll as well. You may spend countless hours caring for them, sacrificing your time, your energy, and even your finances, yet still feel unappreciated. The younger generation doesn't always understand the sacrifices we make, and that can lead to feelings of resentment and frustration. They may take your efforts for granted, and that can hurt more than anything. I've seen it firsthand, families growing apart because the elderly feel overwhelmed and unrecognized. It's a hard truth, but sometimes it's better to focus on yourself in your later years. Devote that energy to your health and happiness. Pursue the things that bring you joy, and enjoy the freedom that you've earned. You've given so much already. Now it's time to care for your well-being. Fourth, if you happen to be living alone, do not rush into remarriage. This might be one of the most difficult decisions to make, especially after losing a spouse. It's easy to feel lonely and think that remarrying is the answer to filling that void. But I want to be clear, remarrying at this stage in life often isn't the solution that we hope for. It's not because there's anything wrong with love or companionship. It's that, after so many years of living independently, two separate lives coming together can cause more problems than it solves. You've already built your life, your routines, and your understanding of who you are, and merging those things with someone else can lead to clashes that neither of you anticipated. Financially, emotionally, and logistically, combining two lives can create conflicts that could strain the relationship. Instead of rushing into a marriage that might be fraught with complications, why not take this time to enjoy the freedom you have? Do the things you love, explore the world, and discover the parts of yourself that may have been put on hold for years. Life is precious, and this is the time to live it fully, without the constraints of a new relationship that may not add the joy you're seeking. Fifth, hold on to your house. I cannot stress this enough. Do not hastily sell your home. There may be pressure from your children and promises of support or help, but your home is more than just bricks and mortar. It's your sanctuary. It's the place where you've created memories, where you've laughed, cried, and built a life. A house is a refuge, a safe place to return to when the world feels too much to bear. It holds the echoes of your life. Every room tells a story, and every corner is filled with the history of who you are. Don't let anyone convince you to part with it too easily, no matter how sweetly they speak. Your home is a gift, not just to you but to your children, a legacy that carries with it the love and sacrifices of a lifetime. Keep it. Let it remain your anchor, the one thing in a tumultuous world that will always provide comfort and stability. Sixth, no matter how close you are to your children, remember the so-called crow-pushing principle, which underlines the importance of independence and self-protection. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. There comes a point in life when we must let go, even if it's hard. Just as young birds must leave the nest and learn to fly on their own, we must also learn to stand on our own 2 feet in our later years. Yes, our children are part of our hearts, but we cannot lean on them for everything. We must learn to be independent, to find joy in our own company, and to take pride in our strength. By doing so, we are not only protecting our dignity and happiness, but we are also showing our children the greatest form of love. We teach them how to love us without the burden of responsibility, and how to care for us without feeling the weight of obligation. It's a lesson that benefits everyone, allowing both generations to grow stronger, more resilient, and more loving in the process. Seventh, do not stay at your child's home for more than 3 days. It may sound harsh, but the truth is that respecting boundaries is one of the most profound acts of love you can give to your children. As much as we long to be near them, overstaying can silently erode the warmth in your relationship. It's easy to think that they'll never complain, that they're just being polite, but deep down, the discomfort begins to build. Remember, love thrives in space and balance. A visit should be like a well-brewed cup of tea, sipped when it's just right. If it's too hot, it burns. If it's too long, it cools. Cherish those moments, and know when to step back to preserve the beauty of your connection. 8th, when your children marry, avoid demanding too much. We often carry an unspoken hope that our children will care for us as we age, but in doing so, we set ourselves up for unrealistic expectations. The truth is, life has changed. Our children have their dreams, responsibilities, and pressures. As parents, it's a tender act of love to let go, to give them the freedom they deserve, even though our hearts may ache at the thought of it. It's like flying a kite. You have to loosen your grip to let them soar. They must live their life journey, and it's in their independence that they'll find fulfillment and give back to you in ways you couldn't have imagined. The best gift you can give them is the space to live their own story without the weight of your needs hanging over them. 9th, do not let unresolved worries keep you awake at night. Worrying is like carrying a heavy burden that never seems to get lighter. The more we try to untangle our thoughts in the stillness of the night, the more we find ourselves lost in an emotional labyrinth. Let go of the need to fix everything immediately. Tomorrow is always a new day, and with it comes a fresh perspective. Your mind, like a well-tended garden, needs rest to bloom. Worrying too much about things beyond your control only serves to chip away at your emotional well-being. Remember, your peace of mind is as valuable as your physical health. It's the foundation from which your strength, joy, and resilience flow. 10th, do not fret over what's unnecessary. There's wisdom in accepting that children have their fortunes, and that once they become adults, they are free to choose their paths. You've already given them your love, your guidance, your sacrifices, and now it's time to trust that they will make their way in the world. Stay connected, check in with them, offer your warmth, but avoid stepping in too deeply. Worry less, and in doing so, you'll invite a sense of calm and longevity into your own life. Let go of the unnecessary fears and embrace the beauty of watching them grow. The joy of simply being there for them, without the weight of expectations, is the greatest gift you can offer both yourself and your children. 11th, do not work yourself to exhaustion. The years of hard work, the relentless striving, have brought you this far, but now, it's time to listen to your body and respect its limits. If you're tired, don't push through. Your body isn't a machine that can just keep going. It's a temple that needs care, rest, and replenishment. When you're unwell, don't silently endure. The hospital, no matter how much savings you have, will always be the most expensive place. Your health is the most precious thing you have. Protect it fiercely, for your own sake and the sake of those who love you. 12th, don't be so thrifty that you miss out on life's joys. It's natural to save, to hold on to the lessons learned through years of hard times. But life is fleeting, and time, once past, never returns. It's okay to indulge in the experiences you've dreamed of. The meals you've craved, the places you've wanted to visit. Now is the time to embrace them. Life is like a box of candies you've kept hidden away, saving them for the right moment. But the right moment is now. Open the box and savor every sweet bite. You've earned it, and your soul craves it. 13th, health is your greatest asset. Without health, even the wealthiest achievements and most profound success lose their meaning. Health is the very bedrock upon which all of life's joys are built. When we are strong and healthy, we are not only able to relish life to its fullest, but we also avoid becoming a burden to those we love, especially our children. Taking care of your body and mind should be treated like nurturing the roots of a beautiful tree. Just as deep, strong roots provide support to a thriving, flourishing canopy, our physical and mental well-being allow us to live fully and with vigor. When we care for ourselves in this way, we can experience happiness, contentment, and, above all, dignity in our golden years. In my personal opinion, good health is the greatest gift we can give ourselves and our families. It is so easy to take our health for granted, but when we face the reality of aging, it becomes clear that our well-being truly defines the quality of our lives. So much of it hinges on three simple yet profound pillars: proper nutrition, sufficient rest, and a cheerful spirit. Sleep, in particular, is sacred. It's a time of rejuvenation and healing, and without it, even the best of intentions can falter. Never underestimate the power of a good night's rest. Avoid staying up late unnecessarily, and create an environment that promotes relaxation and comfort. Your body is your vessel. Treat it with love and care, and it will serve you for many years to come. Health is not just an individual matter. It is deeply intertwined with the well-being and happiness of those who care for you. When we neglect ourselves, we also affect those we love, especially our families. It is a ripple effect. Our children's happiness, our partner's peace of mind, and even our friends' support are all impacted by our physical and mental state. No matter how accomplished or successful we were in the past, none of it matters if we are not healthy. So, invest in your health. Make sure you eat well, exercise regularly, schedule those important checkups, and surround yourself with positivity. These actions are the most meaningful gift you can offer to those who care about you, and they ensure that your legacy is not just about what you achieved, but about the joy and wellness you brought to the people you love. At our age, we need to accept that we are no longer as young as we once were. This realization should not bring sorrow, but rather wisdom and insight. Our bodies may not have the same vitality as they did in our youth, and we must be discerning in how we spend our energy and time. There are certain things in life that we no longer have the luxury to approach carelessly or with naivety. We cannot afford to ignore our limitations. Even though our minds may still feel sharp and alert, some moments call for restraint, careful thought, and, sometimes, stepping back. In my experience, this is a crucial part of preserving peace, wisdom, and health. As we navigate the later years of life, there are three key areas in which we must exercise caution and humility. First, do not get overly involved in decisions surrounding your children's major purchases, such as homes or cars. If they ask for your guidance, offer your wisdom and perspective, but refrain from making decisions for them. Let them take ownership of their own lives. They will gain invaluable lessons from making these decisions on their own, and you'll be there to offer your support when they need it. Second, don't allow yourself to become entangled in the disputes or political dramas within your extended family. These issues often revolve around finances, interests, and misunderstandings, and more often than not, you may not be aware of the full picture. Getting involved in these conflicts can bring unnecessary stress and heartache. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is step back and allow others to work through their differences. Peace within your family should be a priority, and sometimes that means knowing when to let go. Lastly, avoid stepping into the troubled waters of your friends' marital or romantic problems. Relationships are complex, and often, when couples face struggles, they are best left to work things out in their way. Even if they ask for advice, it is important to remember that you are there to listen, not to intervene or play the role of a counselor. As much as we may care for our friends, we must honor their journey and trust that they have the strength to resolve their issues on their own. Be a source of emotional support, not a problem solver. In all, the message is simple yet profound. Our health, our peace of mind, and our ability to step back and let others find their way are the keys to enjoying a life full of happiness, respect, and fulfillment. There are also 3 types of money you should not lend once you are older. As we age, there are many things we need to be mindful of, decisions that can impact our well-being, our relationships, and our peace of mind. One of the most important areas to consider is the money we lend. The reality is, as you get older, your financial resources become more precious. Your hard-earned savings are meant to ensure your comfort and security, and you should protect them fiercely. First and foremost, do not lend money unless it's necessary. Only lend when the situation is truly urgent, like when someone you love is facing a serious illness or enduring a natural disaster. Anything less than a life-or-death situation should raise a red flag. The truth is, it's easy to offer money, but getting it back is a whole different story. And once that money is gone, it can leave behind not just a financial gap, but also irreparable damage to the relationship. You've spent decades building your savings, working hard, sacrificing so much. Your financial stability is what's going to keep you comfortable and independent. Don't let someone else's irresponsibility jeopardize that. Second, avoid lending money for financial investments that sound too good to be true. We've all heard those promises of high returns, investments that seem to be a guaranteed way to grow your wealth. But let me tell you, as someone who has lived through a lifetime of ups and downs, that kind of risk is something you cannot afford. When you no longer have a steady paycheck, losing any amount of money can feel like a devastating blow. If the investment fails, you not only lose your savings, but it could also bring unwanted stress and heartache. If it succeeds, your share might not be significant enough to make up for the anxiety you've endured. Is it worth it? Not. Third, never lend money for gambling. If you have any respect for yourself, refuse right away when someone asks you for money to gamble. It's almost a certainty that you won't see that money again. And what's even worse is the emotional toll it can take on you. Watching someone squander their money in pursuit of a quick fix will only add to your stress. At this stage of life, your money represents your freedom and your ability to live peacefully. It should not be spent on something that only brings destruction. Now, beyond money, there are also mistakes you should avoid in other aspects of your life, especially as you grow older. First, never neglect your health. It's so easy to take our health for granted when we're young, but once it's gone, it's gone. Our bodies are not as resilient as they used to be, and we need to treat them with the respect they deserve. Whether it's overeating, smoking, or excessive drinking, these habits can chip away at your health, leaving you in a position where you have to fight harder just to feel good. Don't let this be you. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Second, be mindful of your relationships. You no longer have the energy or patience to deal with resentment or conflict. If you've wronged someone, apologize. If someone has wronged you, let it go. Peace should be your priority. Don't get involved in the trivial disputes of younger generations. Remember how much you valued your freedom when you were their age. Live your life with dignity and respect for others, and they will do the same. Third, never try to help someone through a middleman. Trying to be a savior through others often backfires. If you're going to offer your help, do it directly. Don't put your reputation or your resources at risk by involving others. If things go wrong, you'll bear the brunt of it. Keep your peace, and keep your hands clean. As you enter this phase of life, focus on 3 things that you should not wish for. Don't wish for immense wealth. All you need is enough to get by. Comfortable clothing, nourishing food, and a life free from financial anxiety. Don't wish for others to constantly come to your rescue. You've lived a lifetime, and you know better than anyone how empowering it is to rely on yourself. And don't wish for gratitude from everyone you help. Not everyone will appreciate your sacrifices the way you hope they will, but a clear conscience is the greatest reward. There are also things you should never say. Don't lie. Lies only add to the weight of your soul, creating burdens you don't need to carry. Don't use harsh words to threaten others. Our words have power, and when we wield them carelessly, they can cut to the bone. And never speak in a way that wounds someone's heart. We don't need to add more pain to the world. We've lived long enough to know that kindness is the only balm for the soul. Additionally, there are 3 actions you must avoid. Don't hold on to anger. Anger is toxic, not just to your relationships, but to your health. It ages you faster than anything else. Let it go. Don't try to appear younger than you are. Embrace your age. You've earned it. Focus on being healthy, not youthful. Don't be a never-ending piggy bank. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Money is a tool, not an end goal. Don't deprive yourself of simple pleasures because you're overly concerned with saving for the future. Finally, there are 3 things you should never give up on, no matter how old you get. Don't give up on looking good. Feeling good about yourself and looking neat and clean is a source of confidence. Don't give up on kindness. Be the person who spreads love wherever you go. And don't give up on joy. Life is meant to be enjoyed, and no matter how many years you've lived, you can always find something to smile about. There are also 3 things you should never fear. Do not fear growing old. Aging is part of life, a beautiful and natural process. Do not fear being alone. Solitude can bring clarity, peace, and reflection. Do not fear the future. The future is always unknown, but that's what makes it exciting. Focus on living your best life today, and the future will take care of itself. Age is not about numbers. It's about the energy you carry with you. I've seen people in their 80s and 90s with more energy and joy than some younger people I know. Life is what you make of it, so let go of the worries that hold you back and live out your days with meaning and purpose. Lastly, 3 questions simply aren't worth asking. Don't ask about someone's past titles or positions. They don't define who they are now. Don't ask about their finances. Money doesn't determine their worth as a person. And don't ask about their age. What matters is whether they're living a life that brings them happiness. As we come to the end of today's video, I hope you found some valuable insights that resonate with your own life. We've discussed so many important lessons today, whether it's about protecting your finances, nurturing your health, or cherishing your relationships. It's all about making choices that lead to a peaceful, fulfilling life, especially as we grow older. Now, I want to hear from you. What is one thing you've learned today that you plan to bring into your own life moving forward? It could be anything. A lesson about finances, relationships, or how to live with more intention. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Your support helps us continue creating videos that make a real difference. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to hear what you have to say.